Hi, welcome to this week's worship tip. It is so important that we be intentional about taking the songs we sing from week to week, the ones that we're leading and playing, that we incorporate them into our personal time of worshiping the Lord. We'll listen to these songs to learn them, to learn our parts, to know and study them, and that's good. We need to do that. But we also need to be intentional about taking these same songs that we're leading and playing on our Sunday services and in our gatherings, and we want to incorporate them into our personal worship time with the Lord. It's like being a sponge. When you do so, you just marinate in His presence. You're drinking in what the Holy Spirit wants to do through these songs. You're taking the message inside of you. And so when you get up to minister in worship through these same songs, you're like the sponge being squeezed out. There's this natural overflow that just comes out of you that will make you a more effective minister of worship. The same is true whether you're the worship leader, an instrument, a backup vocalist, the sound technician. We want to immerse ourselves in worship throughout the week to the same songs we're ministering in. Because if we don't, we're going to lack that extra ability and effectiveness in our ministry. And we might fall into a trap where we're just so into our own personal Jesus time when we're ministering in worship that we actually are so focused here on Him that we forget our job is to lead people in worship. And we get lost in our own Jesus time and we're just in this happy place, but we're not paying attention to the Holy Spirit. We're not paying attention to the pastor. We've lost engagement with the audience. That's not our role. When we're ministering in worship, our job is to lead people to Jesus, right? Our job is to bring them into the presence of God. And so I want to have my personal worship time with the Lord throughout the week. And when I come on Sunday, my intention is to lead people into the presence of God. Of course, worship while you're ministering in worship. Of course. I mean, that's what we're called to do. We lead by example. But you're not there for your once a week worship time with Jesus. You're there to minister from the overflow of your daily worship life with Jesus. And so take the songs that you're playing, that you're singing, that you're leading in your gatherings, and incorporate them into your daily times with the Lord. When you do so, man, you'll just feel such a difference when you minister in worship, and you'll recognize and see a greater effectiveness as you do.